everyone, hope you're well. Welcome back to my Greek kitchen. Today we're gonna be making koulouria, Koulouria Thessalonikis. And koulouria are bread rings that if you have found yourself in Athens, you probably have seen them in street corners or you can find them in any bakery across Greece. So bread rings are very easy to make, a few simple ingredients, and trust me, they're absolutely delicious. Let's have a look at the ingredients. Simple ingredients. For the koulouria you need 30 ml of Greek olive oil, and I'm using extra virgin olive oil here, 30 grams of caster sugar, 11 grams of fast activating yeast, some salt, 1 large egg, 100 ml of milk, lukewarm milk, and I'm using here semi-skimmed, but you can use any kind of milk you like, 220 ml of lukewarm water, and 650 grams of all-purpose plain flour. And I have here some extra virgin olive oil because we will need it in a bit. Here we go. Simple steps. Yeast in a large bowl with the water, and we're going to give this a mix until the yeast has dissolved. We're going to add our sugar, and don't forget, sugar and yeast are best friends, so the sugar will help the yeast activate. Sorry about the noise. And we're going to add our milk. Okay, another mix. We're going to add our egg. Lovely. I'm gonna give this another mix. These are so simple to make and they're absolutely delicious. So if you have these ingredients at home to make the dough, fantastic. And then you will need some sesame seeds, but we will see that in the next part of the video. Then I'm going to add my olive oil. Lovely. The flour, all in, just like that. And on top of the flour, I'm going to add a bit of salt. Okay? The salt we added on top of the flour because it kills the yeast. So you need to be careful with that. Okay? And what I'm going to do now, you can mix by hand if you want to, and that will take about 5 to 10 minutes because you need to make sure that the dough comes together. Or I have my handheld mixer that I had since I was at university, so it's quite old. So I'm going to be using that to mix the dough together. So here you are. This is my handheld mixer that I had for many years, and I'm using the dough hooks to bring the dough together. So this will take about 7 minutes. Of course, if you have one of those big, really nice ones, it will probably take you less than that. But the aim is to make sure that you bring the whole dough together, and you knead it really well. My little handheld mixer is amazing. So we bring the dough together just like this. It's not sticky and it's lovely and soft. So what we need to do now is let it rise and rest, okay? But we're gonna be putting it in a clean bowl, and we're gonna add a couple of tablespoons or so of olive oil into a clean bowl, and with our hands we're gonna rub it all over. And do you remember we do the same thing for the pita breads when we let them rise and rest? And the reason we do that is because we don't want the dough to rise and stick on the bowl that we made it in. So, clean bowl, olive oil all over, and we're gonna take this little beauty, drop it in, cover it with a clean towel, and keep it in a warm place for about 45 to 60 minutes. But keep an eye because you want it to rise and double in size. So 45 to 60 minutes in a warm place. While our dough is rising, we're gonna be toasting some sesame seeds because traditionally the Koulouria are covered in loads and loads of sesame seeds. That gives them a really nice flavor. So I've got here a frying pan over medium heat and I'm just gonna toast my sesame seeds for about a couple of minutes. And as I toast them, I'm gonna be stirring them with a spoon. My sesame seeds have been toasting for a couple of minutes and they're turning a delicious light brown color and they smell really nutty. So I'm going to switch the heat off and I'm going to put them on a plate and let them to cool down until we're ready to make our Koulouria. I'm so excited to show you this. This little beauty had 60 minutes and look at this. It has doubled in size. It's lovely and airy, beautiful. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna take it out of the bowl, deflate it, and knead it for a couple of minutes. Beautiful. You just needed to deflate it a little bit, okay? And I have here scales, because you want your Koulouria to be of equal size. So they need to be about 100 grams each. Look at this beauty. Beautiful. And I have a little flour here in front of me just in case I need it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide the dough into 10 equal sizes of about 100 grams each. If there are more, it's okay. So I've got here 10 dough balls of about 100 to 110 grams each. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll them out into a long, thin string of about 70 centimeters long. Just like this. Can you see? Beautiful. And then I'm gonna do it like this, and then I'm gonna twist it just like that, and then I'm gonna bring it together just like this. It requires a little bit of patience, which is quite enjoyable when you do something like this. So I'm gonna shape everything like this. While I'm midway making my Koulouria, I'm preheating the oven at 200 degrees centigrade. We have 10 beautiful Koulouria, and what we're going to do now is this. We need a bowl with water, just water from the tap. Then we need a bowl with our toasted sesame seeds, and here's the bowl of the twist that I mentioned to you earlier. So here I have sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. What we're going to do now is this. We're going to take each one of our Koulouria. We're going to dip it in water, just like this on both sides, and then we're going to dip it straight into the sesame seeds. and put it on a tray. It's a bit messy, but bear with me. Next koulouria, dip it into the water and then dip it into our sunflower and pumpkin seeds. Put it on the tray. Next one, water, both sides, dip, dip. Now, these beauties will go in a preheated oven, 200 degrees centigrade, for about 20 minutes or until beautiful and golden brown and cooked. Here we are. Our koulouria are all cooked. These are just straight out of the oven. Don't they look beautiful? And the taste, divine. This is my first batch, so I've let them cool down a little bit, and you can enjoy these with any way you like. You can eat them as they are, or we're gonna have them for lunch with a few tomatoes, some feta to result with a bit of Greek olive oil, and some Kalamata olives. Beautiful. So we'll have a look. Or you can have them with jam and butter, they're very nice. I always take big bites. These are divine. Koulouria. Make them, you're gonna love them. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you here next time for some more Greek cooking. Take care, look after yourselves. See you soon. Bye.